G'day everyone, AquaMac93 here, and today we're going to be doing the fourth and final cup of Crash Bandicoot Nitro Kart 2 for iOS. So the courses here are the Goofy Galaxy, Crazy in Kathmandu, and Stinky Sewers, which is in the last episode I was saying how the soundtrack for that course is particularly good. So without further ado, here we go. And I mean, Cortex was kind of... I used Cortex last time and he was fairly decent, but I think I'm going to go with Crash this time. Just because it's the last course and I might as well use the, you know, namesake of the series. So I would say that this is trying to channel some of the, you know, aspects of Oxide Station from the original Crash Team Racing game. However, that is a bit of a stretch in my opinion. This particular outer space track is not very reminiscent of Oxide Station whatsoever. If anything, it might be reminiscent of whatever the name of the final track is, in which you race Emperor Velo from the original Crash Nitro Kart for PS2 and GameCube. Because you do go through different parts of the universe and you sort of go and you race on asteroids like this. So perhaps maybe that's what they were sort of going for when they designed this track, but I can't say for sure. Damn it. One thing would be interesting is maybe when I come around I'll see if it's still there, but I'm wondering if my nitro that I dropped while I fell off the map there, I wonder if it stays there or if it explodes. Oh shit, oh good, I made it. Nice. Anyways, I think this tunnel here, I believe this was in Crash Team Racing at some point, that feature of a tunnel with the floor completely made of a speed boost. However, I don't know if it was Oxide Station, it may have been, but I also kind of feel like it was maybe Cortex Castle, so I can't say for sure. Now you want to avoid those beams of light coming down from the UFOs because they screw you up. I did that on purpose, by the way, to demonstrate it, but yeah, I mean, it's not a huge thing, like I didn't lose any Wampa Fruit as you saw, however, it still slows you down slightly. So anyways, the regular Aku does not, if you hit someone with it, unfortunately it doesn't do anything to them, they won't be affected. However, the extra Wampa Fruit one, the fully powered up version, does damage an opponent if you crash into them while having Aku surround you. So that's a useful tip for you to remember if you ever play this game. I think it's sort of a disservice to the original series that Aku doesn't affect them whatsoever, even in his you know, non-fully Wampa fruited up state. Oh crap. Piece of shit. Bet that was you, Coco. Bitch. Just kidding. Coco's not a bitch. She's, actually, she can be a bitch. I always love the, noise Tiny makes. Ouch! Anyway, I was going to say, Coco can be kind of a bitch, though. In the original Crash Team Racing, if she hits you with a weapon, she'll often say, "Pass it on," as she drives by you and you're tumbling out of control. So that's kind of a bitchy thing. Anyways, Crunch came first in this race. This is the first time I haven't come first, I believe. or I can't recall actually. That may have just been, I think when I was redoing the first 2 cups, I think I came second one time. But anyways, moving on. So what does this track remind you of? In my opinion, it reminds me of the classic Asian Coco levels. You know, like the, especially in Crash 3 when you had to play as Coco and then you had to ride Pura along the Great Wall of China. I think this is channeling some of that in this track. Now this, as for the soundtrack, oh, there's a shortcut right there which I'll take next lap. As for the soundtrack to this track, I'd say it's a bit better than possibly the last one, the Goofy Galaxy. However, I can't say I necessarily like it. You know, it wouldn't be something I'd, you know, be studying in the library or, you know, doing something and then all of a sudden I'd feel inspired to listen to the, you know, this particular track from Crash Nitro Kart 2. And you know what? I feel like this is maybe more of a Tibetan themed track than a necessarily Chinese one. Tibet being a very different place ethnically than China proper, at least as far as I know. I'm no expert on Asian, or expert on export. I'm no expert on Asian geography. Oh shoot, I missed the short. I forgot to take the shortcut again. Okay, next time I'll take it for sure so you guys can see it. Because it's actually a pretty cool shortcut. It may be one of the more, I guess, exciting ones to take in this game. I'd say the shortcuts don't hold up to the original Crash Team Racing game. I remember there was one in a temple-themed something ruins course, and you had to fire a bomb or a missile at the wall, and its mouth would open up. And you drive into this idol and go through a tunnel. And then come out on the other side. And yeah, unfortunately there's nothing like that in this game. Again, you know, they didn't take this game, I think, too seriously when they were developing it. And, you know, they're like, oh, it's just a mobile game. Oh, crap. Lost my wampas. This time I'm... oh shit. Fuck. Maybe I'll come back and enter a clip of the shortcut there, just so you guys can see it. Boing, 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 boing. Now, do you think this is faster than regular driving? I mean, in theory, it shouldn't be, but you know how video game logic works. The classic, you know, Ocarina of Time, rolling is faster than running. Oh. Oh, well, we still came first, even though we didn't take the shortcut. Alright, now this is what I was talking about. This is a great soundtrack on this level. I'll be quiet for a few minutes just so you guys can hear it. It definitely, this song gets stuck in my head, or it used to back in the day when I used to, you know, play this when I was bored, waiting for something, whatever I might be waiting for. Yeah, some very tough turns in this track. Oh, yeah, definitely they increased the difficulty for this last track here, which I mean, I'm thankful for. At least there's, you know, a track that's somewhat of a challenge. So yeah, if you drive over that goo, obviously you lose some control. Jeez. You know, I hate to say it, but these sharp turns actually are really not fun on an accelerometer control, I'm afraid to say. I mean, I could see it being okay on a classic PlayStation controller or something like that, but on an iPhone accelerometer, I mean, it just makes you look like an idiot turning your phone. You know, makes it look like you can't see your screen or something when you're twisting your phone pretty much upside down to make a sharp turn. I know there are sensitivity settings, so maybe I have to look into that. I'm not an idiot, but, well, some people might think I'm an idiot from time to time. Yeah, I think that's the first time in this LP I've demonstrated the power of the AquaMac to derail your opponents. And first. Nice. Congratulations, you've completed the cup in the top 3. So arcade mode unlocked. So yeah, once you do this, then it unlocks pretty much all the playable modes and all the tracks in the game once you've beaten all 4 cups. But to unlock the characters, like I said before, you have to go and do the other things. So that ends this part, and thanks so much for watching. See you next time.